This episode was originally titled Assassination Run, but it was changed to Season 4 finale after the attempted assassination of Donald Trump. So I'm a little late to the party, but I finally watched the Season 4 finale episode and I have some thoughts to share with you and some hopes and theories I have for the final season, Season 5, which is coming in 2026. I think this episode did a great job at relationships. Annie and Huey, we got Ryan, Butcher, and Homelander, and Kimiko, and Frenchie. And I think this episode did a good job of touching on each one of these relationships, what's wrong with the relationship, what needs to get better with the relationship, some unexpected things that happen in these relationships, and how they're working through it. And unfortunately for the relationship that Butcher has with Ryan, it didn't go the way I thought it would go. Ryan's really still having struggles with who he should be with, Homelander or Butcher. It's obvious that he doesn't want to be around Homelander, but it's also obvious that he feels just used by Butcher, not really loved and cared for, just used for his power because Ryan is really the only one who can beat Homelander. So that whole interaction between Butcher and Ryan did not go according to plan. And so that relationship right now is very broken. Huey and Annie, they've always had their ups and downs, but this episode was a interesting one. They worked through some stuff and it seems like their relationship is on the mend. And then you got Kimiko and Frenchie, which I've been waiting for them to get together for like the last 3 seasons. Finally happened, and there's some pretty emotional moments in the relationship right towards the end of the episode that I don't know what's going to happen with any of these guys, but I'm so glad they finally got together. The plan that Sister Sage had orchestrated, this season, it did not go how I thought it would go. I don't think any of the characters in this final episode thought that the plan would go this way. I mean, they had it all laid out, right? It was all laid out, and then one wrong thing happened. And mainly it was Butcher's fault that the whole plan just went to crap because Butcher, something snapped in him. He's starting to embrace the darker side of himself, and he ends up ruining the plan, and now everyone else is scrambling to pick up the pieces. And unfortunately, Homelander and the Seven are coming on the attack, going on the offense. And as this episode wrapped up, very, very dark, gloomy, scary ending for the boys. I'm excited. I got some great theories, some hopes. I did have one hope that actually kind of came true, and I have a hope for this final season that Butcher and Soldier Boy team up and take on Homelander, but it's looking like if Ryan can be turned around, it could be Soldier Boy, Butcher, and Ryan against Homelander, which would be an incredible fight to see. I think there might be some potential character deaths in Season 5. The 2 biggest ones at the top of my list are Butcher and Huey. I say Butcher because he's either going to get killed by V or he's going to get killed by Homelander just because he's just kind of unhinged right now. And then Huey, I think Huey, if he does die, he would die in more of a heroic way, either saving the life of Annie or trying to reason with Butcher and getting killed in the process. That's how I think Huey would end up dying. But I don't really foresee any of the other boys being the ones to die. I just feel like both Butcher and Huey are kind of on that path together. Like they have a great relationship. They've had to overcome a lot of stuff between them, but I just feel like they're kind of destined to go out in maybe a sad way. And then Ashley, we saw at the end of this final episode for Season 4 that she shot up some V and she's going to get some kind of superpowers. Don't know what they are. I'm very interested to see what they're going to be. But I think she's going to be a big help for the boys, and she's going to start taking out members of the Seven. She really does need some redemption. I mean, I would say Ashley's not really a bad person, but she's always seems to be in a bad position, and she does what she does out of fear. But I think now that she has superpowers, that she's going to start to do things because she knows that she could actually take on some of the members of the Seven. I'm actually might be starting to become a Ashley fan. But I love this episode. Super, super solid ending for Season 4. And I can't wait for Season 5. So for the Season 4 finale, I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10 Mudflaps. And remember, leave me a thumbs up and drop in the comments below. What are your hopes for Season 5 of The Boys? See you next time.